Good morning and welcome to the Fairy Coach Tarot channel. My name is Raquel. Thank you for being here. And today is Monday. And just like every Monday, we look at work and career. And we have these three lovely decks that they all have something in common is that they have roses in the back. Here you go. And with our three fairies, the pink, the blue, and the yellow. So we are going to do an interactive tarot today in which we look at the main energies, the energy forecast for our work and career path, right? And we also look at what opportunities are there and what are the recommended next steps. All right. So remember, this is a general reading for the collective. Take what resonates, let go of the rest, and never force anything. And if you are interested in getting a private reading from me, actually a tarot session. I'm a board certified coach with and holistic energy practitioner with a master's degree in psychology, and I've been a tarot reader also for over 30 years. So I mix all of this into our sessions. We look at the energies around things. We ask powerful coaching questions, sorry. So we mix it all up together. So if you're interested, please reach out. I'm also going to leave you the links down in the description of my website and my storefront, where you can also purchase a pre-recorded reading if that's what you prefer. But now let's begin with today's reading, and we first ground, center, and connect with the breath. So I always recommend you are in a place where you're not going to be disturbed. Please sit in a comfortable position, right? And roll those shoulders back a couple of times. All right. And now let's take a couple of deep breaths together. Inhaling through the nose. Hold and gently exhale. All right, another deep inhaling through the nose. Holding and exhaling. All right, wiggle that upper body for a little bit just to shake your energy a bit. And now look at the three fairies that we have, those back of the decks, and see which one calls you intuitively. Ready? All right, perfect. Let's begin with our pink fairy, the first deck. And here we have this pink fairy. All right, so let's move also these cards a little from side to side, give them a little wake-up call, and set the intention. Please give us guidance, advice towards our work and career, the main energies right now, as well as what opportunities and next steps are recommended for the best for us in love and in light. And so it is. All right, let's see. What are the main energies? Oops, one. And now, what are the opportunities that we may not be seeing? Also one card. And what are the recommended next steps? Also one card. So very straightforward, this deck for us. All right. So who answers our call? And it is the King of Pentacles. So we have this masculine energy and Pentacles, the earth element, right? So what is this King telling us about our work and career right now? So actually, this king is perfect for work and career. Why? Because he's very practical. He is very practical. He's a good leader. He's generous, right? Grounded, and not only generous and grounded and a good leader, but also someone who knows how to use the resources around him, right? So what this is telling you is that there is this type of energy, right? An energy that it is all about leadership, right? All about using resources, right? So and it's an energy that is generous. So think about manifestation. Think about the goals and the dreams you have towards your professional life. So the energy is all there. But what this king is asking also is how can you become more of a leader, right? How can you be more of the one in charge of your professional life? It could also mean that that's where towards where you should focus on is getting into a leadership position, perhaps in the organization you work for, or also in the way of bringing a project back to life, right? Or a project that you've always been wanting to do, a side business, or opening your own endeavor. So, this is what this king is saying. There are leadership possibilities. Now, it's all about using also your resources. So, that means looking around at what resources, at what can help you to achieve those dreams. But the energies are there. And if you're saying, well, I am not really interested in a leadership position or anything like this, well, as I said, it could be maybe also a project that you have in mind, or also it could be adopting the type of personality traits that this king has towards your current job. So you are more in charge of where your career is going, right? So it's about being a leader, being generous, being very grounded, right? And a very grounded leader is somebody who doesn't blow a gasket when things go wrong and is very anxious and impatient, but is grounded, is thoughtful, knows how to use resources, is generous, and it's a good leader overall. Now, what opportunities are around you right now? So, what opportunities? The Three of Wands, and we have the energy of a three, that is that energy of growth and creation, and Wands, the fire energy. So, remember, with Wands, you want to be intentional. So, the opportunity is there is an opportunity for growth. And look at this because it's not only this card is in relation to the main energies. So, the main energy is about leadership, right? It's about directing your career and also these energies that are there. But you have an opportunity of the Three of Wands. What it's telling you is if you become very intentional, there is growth here, growth towards a leadership position, growth towards being your own boss, growth towards managing your career or going to the next step. There is a lot of growth, but it is asking for you to be intentional. That means not to be passive, not to take the back seat, but instead of this, be that leader of your life and your career. And the universe will conspire to help you. Now, let's look at the recommended next step. And for the recommended next step, we have the Page of Swords. And pages, they are also about growth, but learning. And swords, here we have the air element, communication, thoughts, right? And what are the next steps? This page is telling you, or what are the energies pushing you towards this next step. And that means adopting that mindset of growth, right? Recognizing where you can grow, right? Taking those intentional actions and acting like a leader. But it's also not only this, but being a strategic. That means thinking, like making a plan. It's important for you to make a plan right now, right? Make a plan. Also, there may be someone who can help you, some conversations that need to be had, but mostly make a plan. Now, let's put it all together. So, the main energies around your work week are of advancement, right? The cards are telling us that there is a possibility for advancement, either a leadership position or you becoming your own boss, or even advancement in to the field that you're in, right? So, what is important is for you to adopt the energies of a good leader. Be grounded, right? Be somebody who's grounded, who's stable, somebody who knows how to use their resources with a logic mind, very mature, right? Very intentional with their next steps and where they want to grow. And the first thing you have to do is be strategic. Come out with a good plan. Really think about it, and also try to see where there is the opportunity for a conversation that can take things forward for you. All right, I hope you enjoyed your reading. Give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share these videos. There may be someone who needs to hear it. And remember, this is a general reading for the collective. Take what resonates, let go of the rest, and please reach out or visit my website or my Gumroad storefront, the links down in the description, to book a private session with me or get a pre-recorded reading. All right, now let's look at that next deck that is with the Blue Fairy for those of you who picked this one. All right, let's go with our Blue Fairy. And move the cards a little bit, give them a little knock, and set that intention. Please give us guidance, advice on what energies are moving around our work and career. Also, what are the opportunities there and what are the recommended next steps? And we ask in love, in light, for our highest good. And so it is. All right. Ooh, main energies. And two cards. Two cards came out, jumped out straight ahead. So there is something here that you need to know. And now let's look at opportunities. And again, two cards. Interesting. And the recommended next step. Recommended next step. And one card. All right. And let's see who answers. What are the main energies around? And we have, look at this, the Chariot, right? Major Arcana, major advice. And wow, 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 another major arcana, the World. Amazing. All right, so two major arcanas that jumped out straight as soon as we started shuffling here. So what is this telling you about the energies around you right now? So there are very impactful energies, major arcanas, that major advice that I go double knock here. So this is telling us that there is an energy of success, of moving forward, right? And this is what the Chariot is. It is movement forward and success. You see the Chariot and it's like, all right, success is here, right? So there is this energy moving towards success. But the interesting thing is that this success that is coming, that it's in your way, on the energies around you right now and in your way, is bringing a closure, right? So it's the end of a major energy shift that is taking you towards a new phase of your life professionally that is going to be very successful. So a change in energy, an energy shift that will close a major chapter of your life professionally, but it brings you opportunity and movement forward for success. So that could be towards a new job, either a move, either something that happens in your personal life, but that has that impact on your professional life. So think about it. Something is completely shifting and you're being moved towards success, towards your career. So things that you could ask right now is like, what are the things that I want to leave behind? What if a chapter closes right now in my life? What are the things that I want to leave behind, and what lessons can I bring forward, right? And what does success mean to me right now? All right, let's look at the opportunities. And the opportunities come from, wow, today you a major arcana again, and it is the Empress, major arcana, major advice, and the Empress, that feminine divine energy, right? Growth, creation, nurturing, and another feminine card that it is the Queen of Swords. Wow, wow, wow. So, what are the opportunities right now that you may not be able to see? The opportunities is that all this, right, the closing of an important chapter and you moving towards success is bringing you a lot of growth. And with that growth and this movement forward, you need to make sure that you are nurturing yourself, nurturing the opportunities coming, nurturing this new aspect of your life, right? So be very active on how you take care of those things that are important to you right now as you move towards this new shift. Also, that this new movement, besides all of this, it's going to require a type of communication that is not only assertive, but that is, I don't want to say sugarcoating things, but more gentle, right? So still be very assertive in your communication, but learn how to communicate in a way that it's not only assertive, but that it is gentle, kind, right? It's not too aggressive and it's not too passive. And now for the recommended next step, who do we have? Wow. Wow, 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 because it's another major arcana. And here we shuffle the entire deck. And it is the Fool. Major arcana, major advice. Look at this. There are 5 cards on the table. 4 of them are major arcana, one being the World, another being the Fool. So here we have a really, really important energy shift, new energy coming, old energy chapters ending, going towards success, growth, opportunities for learning how to communicate in a way that it is assertive yet gentle. But here, the Fool on those next steps is letting you know that you need to embrace this moment in time for you. So if you're here in the future and this video has been posted for a while, it does not matter, because this is telling you that at this point where you are in your life, there is this change of energy, that there is, it's just like a new adventure. Embrace it. It's taking you somewhere else. So look for the opportunities, right, for growth. Learn to communicate in a certain way, but move towards success, towards what success means to you, because it may mean something different than for your neighbor, the person you're with. So what does success mean to you, and what do you want to leave behind in this chapter that's closing, and how to embrace this chapter that's beginning? This is one of the most positive and wonderful readings. So be on the lookout for these things, this big energy shift that's taking place right now in your life. And it's all about you taking an active role, embracing the journey, wanting to grow, communicating effectively, and seeing what success means and what needs to be left behind with closing of a chapter. All right, I hope you enjoyed your reading. Give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share this video. And remember, this is a general reading for the collective, as positive and as strong as it is. Take what resonates, let go of the rest, and please reach out or go to the links I'm leaving you below to book your private online session with me. I'm a board certified coach, holistic energy practitioner. I do have that master's in psychology, and I've been a tarot reader for 30 years. And we combine all of that into our sessions. So just go to the links below or reach out if you have any questions. And you can also get a pre-recorded reading if that's what you prefer. All right, now let's go for that last deck for the ones that picked the blue fairy. And here we have the the blue fairy. Ooh, my mind. The yellow fairy. All right. Move the things around. Give it a little knock. Wake them up. Say, please let us know what energies are around our work and career. Also, what advice, what insight you can give us, and the opportunities and the recommended next steps. And we ask in love, in light, for our highest good. And so it is. All right, main energies. Main energies. What opportunities are there? And what are the recommended next steps? Settle, settle, settle. All right. And here we have one card for each, this one as well, and see what are the main energies around work and career. Wow, the Queen of Wands. Beautiful card, that feminine energy, that fire element. And what is this telling us? So this Queen is all about being very intentional, being very passionate. So these energies are around, right? So what means is that you need to not embrace, but take the initiative with your career. Be very passionate towards where you're going. Be very intentional with those next steps, right? And nurture your professional life. Right now is about intentionality, but also really caring about your professional life. That's how it's going to grow, and that's what's going to take you to the goal you want and the desire you want. So it's not about putting your professional life in the back burner, but actually being intentional and nurturing that professional life, putting it as your main goal. And that's what's going to take you forward. Now, what are the opportunities around you? The world, major arcana, major advice. The world. So, major arcana, major advice, major impact. So here we have the world in opportunity in relation to that Queen of Wands. So if the Queen of Wands is telling us that energy that is saying, hey, be more passionate about your professional life, be more intentional, nurture your career, the world is telling you the opportunity lies in learning to let go of things, right? Your opportunity is knowing when there are major chapters or important aspects that come to an end. And it's very difficult for a lot of us to release, right? To accept that change, that some things or some people or some situations that have been extremely important in our life, but it has come to an end. So the opportunity is for you to recognize that not everything until now or not everything in your past should be coming forward with you. So that's a reflection that only you can make. All right, and now what about the next step forward? Perfect. The Ace of Swords. And here we have the air element and we have this opportunity. The next step comes. It's an fresh energy and it comes. The next step about talking clearly, talking assertively, cutting through any obstacle and knowing it's kind of, all right, really with in relation to this, taking that intention and really taking your power on, knowing that it's all about going forward, not only with intention, nurturing your career, closing some chapters, but saying, I am going to communicate clearly, assertive about what I want, and I'm going to move forward with confidence. And this is what your reading is all about. Intentionality, confidence, clear communication, and releasing. All right, I hope you enjoyed your reading. Also, give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share this message. Remember, this is a general reading for the collective, so take what resonates. And if you need more clarity and you need us to delve more into your personal situation, I offer private online tarot sessions that can be done from anywhere in the world. So I have the links down below in the description for my website and my storefront. So you can book a private online session with me, right? Or you can get a pre recorded reading. Remember, I'm a board certified coach, holistic energy practitioner. I have a master's in psychology, and I've been reading tarot for 30 years. So all of this comes into our sessions, all right? And the pre recorded readings are also another great option, that it is a video or an audio that gets sent to your email. All right, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Please give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and get those notifications on. And tomorrow I will be back, but with a look at your love life. So Mondays we do work and career. Tuesdays, we do love and romance. All right, be gentle with yourself, with each other. Thank you for being here, and brightest blessings your way. I'll see you tomorrow.